Welcome to this video where we're going to be learning how to divide radicals. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. This is a series of so many videos. We started with addition, simplification. So here we are learning how to divide radicals. And if you haven't watched the beginning of this series, please, I would urge you to first watch every video before this, and this will help you understand this video better. So the first thing is when you're dividing radical and you're given this, like they're telling you root, the whole root, and then under the root we have a 49 out of 100. So this is the same as if you divide the numerator alone and the denominator alone. So root 49 divided by the root of 100. This is a perfect square, 49. The square root of 49 is 7, and then the square root of 100 is 10. And this can be plus or minus, but for this video we're going to be really interested in the plus. Remember, the root of a number is plus or minus, right? So that's what it means. But for now, let's leave it as a plus 7 out of 10. And then sometimes you will have to simplify the radical. This is what I mean. So if you look at example 2, they're giving you root 12 divided by the root of 36. Now, the root of 36 is a perfect square. So we know the root of 36 is already 6. Okay. But then this 12, remember, if you have a root 12, if you have 12, for example, think of two numbers that you can multiply to get 12, one being a perfect square. And those two numbers will be 4 times root 3. So root 4 times root 3 will give you root 12. So meaning the root of 4 is 2. So this will be 2 root 3. So this is root 12 reduces to 2 root 3. But you see, these numbers outside the root can reduce each other. So by 2 once, by 2, 3. This is what I mean. 2 divided by 2, 2 once, and then 6 divided by 2, you get a 3. So you end up with the root 3 out of 3 as your answer. All right, now let's look at another example here. It's telling us to divide this radical, and you look at the denominator, right? And it's a radical or an irrational number, like this is a radical in this case. The trick is, this is what you're going to do. All right, so think about the numerator. Can you break it down in form of a denominator? Like ask yourself, is 108 divisible by 6? If I have root A over root B, this is the same as writing it as A over B, right? So meaning if I have root 12 divided by root 2, this is the same as writing 12 divided by 2 root overall. Does that make sense? So this is the same as, going back to this equation, this is the same as writing it as 7 and put everything under one root. 108 divided by 6, right? And then ask yourself, what is 108 divided by 6? You get 18. So this gives you 7 root 8. So you see how that is simplified? Think about two numbers that you can multiply, get 18, one being a perfect square. So those numbers are 9 and 2. So meaning this is the same as writing 7 times the root of 9 times the root of 2. And so this is the same as 7 times 3 root of 2. But 7 times 3 gives you 21. So 21 root of 2. Yeah. So that is what it simplifies to. And then finally, if you look at this example, you see what is outside the root can reduce what is outside the root, meaning I can reduce this 3 and this 15. They have common factors. Yeah. So this ends up being, if you apply the knowledge you've just learned, it ends up being the root of 84 divided by 7. Now, 84 divided by 7, what do you get? So you get 12, right? So this is the same as the root of 12. Remember, this is under the root, right? Divide by 5. But then 12 can be simplified further. Two numbers that you multiply get 12, one being a perfect square, 4 and 3. So meaning I can write my root 12 as the root of 4 times the root of 3, root 3 over 5 as our final answer. So as long as the denominator doesn't have a root or a radical, you're good to go. And this is the simplest form